Hello everybody, it's Brian with you from the Game Common, and today we are taking a look at Dropleaf.io. So before we get into it, I have a couple things I need to get out of the way up front. Number one, I'm still hoarse, I still sound like crap, I've been dealing with allergies all week. I'm feeling a little better today, but this isn't what I normally sound like if this is the first time you've ever heard me. Number one. Number two, I guess you would call this a sponsored video. So basically about a week ago, I was approached, I got an email basically asking me if I would be an ambassador to a brand new PC gaming platform, and I'm going to read part of the email because I think it describes Dropleaf perfectly. So the purpose of Dropleaf is to give visibility to indie games. There are too many great games that go unplayed on Steam because nobody can find them. This especially sucks for indie developers who put their hearts and souls into a project only to watch it quickly fade into obscurity. Dropleaf ensures good games get played. So as soon as I read that, I was like, yeah, I totally agree with that, because anytime you go on Steam, immediately, like, how many times have I been going through the store on Steam, just scrolling, going like, I wonder if that's good. Well, the reviews sound really good, but do I really want to spend $5 for it? So what is Dropleaf? Dropleaf is a gaming platform very similar to EA Access or Xbox Game Pass or Origin Access on PC. I have been a subscriber of EA Access since I think originally when it first came out. Essentially what it is you pay $4.99 a month and then you get access to all of the games on the platform. Right now they don't have a lot of games, but they're all indie games, and they're all I would say games that you wouldn't necessarily recognize. I mean, off the top of my head, there were probably only about 3 games that I recognized right away. I recognize Universe Sandbox, I recognize Cluster Trucks, and Evoland 2, and Tumblestone. I think Tumblestone actually was free on Xbox, which is why I recognized it. But those are about the only games that jumped out to me like I recognized. So what's really cool is they have a bunch of games for you that you can play infinitely. So as long as you have the subscription, you can basically download as many of these games that your hard drive will allow. You can play them infinitely, and basically the only catch is you have to log in through their Dropleaf platform, and it's something that you have access to right now. Now, I should say this is sponsored in the fact that they basically have given me free access to this platform. In response, they basically asked that I do a quick little video, and I don't even think they asked me to do a video. I think I was like, hey, do you want me to do a video? So just FYI on that. And then number 2, they asked for any suggestions or any recommendations I have for the platform, which I have sent them a few already, and I will continue as I continue to use it because I actually really like it. Like I mentioned, I've been subscribed to EA Access from the get-go, and I actually absolutely love it. EA Access is cool because it's like they give you all game trials to their brand new games where you get to play it for 10 hours for free, and then any games they add to quote-unquote the vault, you get to play infinitely free. I love it because I play a lot of EA sports games, so it allows me to play Madden and FIFA and get them free eventually and not have to spend a bunch of money. And I'm not particularly good, so I don't play them online. I just, try to make my teams in real life that suck good in a game, but that's a whole nother issue. So I love the concept of this platform because, like I mentioned, it's hard to find good games on Steam sometimes. You can look at reviews, but even if a review, and I mean, I think this has happened with probably all of us, the review for a game may be outstanding, and then you start playing and you're like, well, this is just not kind of the game I want to play. And so it's cool because you get to try games and play them and then say, hey, I like this, or no, maybe I want to try something else. So what's really cool about the platform right now is they have a 14-day free trial. I don't know if you need to put a credit card in for the free trial. I don't think you do because I didn't, but once again, I had a special code and stuff, so that maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you do have to put a credit card in, make sure you set a reminder in like 13, 14 days to actually cancel the platform. And then if you don't want to cancel it, hey, whatever. I speak that from experience, having subscribed to things and then forget, oh crap, I'm still subscribed and I had to pay another month. Crap. So I think it's really cool. I think there's a lot of really interesting games in there. Some of my suggestions for them, I hope they work a little bit on the flow. Like, I like the big pictures. I think that's cool. I love the little descriptions they have under each game. I think these descriptions, I'm pretty sure they're not coming from the game developers. I think they're coming from Dropleaf. And it's cool because you read them and you're like, Belladonna's gothic adventure game, Twisted and Dark. Oh, that sounds interesting. I'll click on it. The one thing that they don't have a lot, though, is they really don't have a lot of descriptions. That was one of my suggestions, and they said they're going to add it in. I love the descriptions on Steam, especially where it's like, hey, these are your 5, do this in this game, do this, do this, do this. It's really helpful when you're like looking at a game. The other thing I want them to add, and they mentioned that they're looking at doing, is adding tags. So right now, if you search RPG, wow, Google, jeez. If you search for RPG right now, you only get these 2 games. Are these the only 2 RPG games on the platform? I doubt it, but I think these are the only 2 that have RPG in the name, and that's why they pop up. So I'd love to be able to go like, hey, I really want to play an indie RPG today. Let's pull up Dropleaf and hey, sweet, here's a crawler RPG. That sounds awesome. And you'll notice I actually even installed this. So you basically click download. The game goes into your downloads. Where are my downloads? I think it goes into installed. Oh, no, download queue down here. I'm actually going to cancel this because I'm on limited data. Oh, you can't cancel downloads. All right, well, that's something that they can fix. How can you cancel downloads? But then once you download it, then you can at any time hit play. It'll launch the game like normal. You get the little starting up thing, and then it pops into the game. This game is actually one of the games that, hey, it said crawler RPG, and I actually, I was looking for an RPG, so I was like, hey, sweet, this sounds interesting. Let's go ahead and download it. So I'm imagining you guys are actually seeing that right now. I have my screen being shared, so you should be able to see that. So let's go back to the platform. How do I get this game? I've not actually played this game yet. Quit. Yes, thank you. The one game that I have found that I absolutely love, though, is Warcube. Warcube is a game that, it looked rather interesting, and then I downloaded it, and we're actually going to end up doing a YouTube series on this game, because it's so much freaking fun. It's like a Diablo-inspired game, just with, combat that is just freaking fun as heck, and it's a game that I never heard of. I don't think I have ever heard of this game, and so having just gotten the platform, playing around with it, seeing it, this is, I think, the point of this platform, is finding any games like this that are absolutely fun that you would never get a chance to play with until you download them. And basically, all I'm spending at this point is data, which is freaking cool, which kind of sucks in America because you have limited data, but whatever. The other game, like Guilty Gear, I love this game. This was one of my games back in the day. I think this is a PS2 game. Me and my friends used to play this non-stop. Had so much freaking fun with it. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, hell yeah. Cluster Truck I'll probably end up downloading because I've seen a bunch of stuff on Reddit on it. Looks fun. Evoland, and Evoland 2 I think I want to play at some point. There's an Evoland 2, right? I'm not going crazy. Evoland 2, right? Evoland. Yeah, okay, there's 2 Evolands. They look Zelda inspired, so they look cool. So, like I said, it's free trial for 14 days. Download it, set a calendar reminder to cancel it if you need to. But show support. And as you guys interact with it, play around with it, if you have any suggestions, send it my way, and I'll send it to the developers. They seem really, really cool. Also, I should note that I'm recording this video November, I think it's 24th, 2017. It's the day after Thanksgiving. So this platform will change as they start tweaking it, adding descriptions and stuff like that. I did mention I think it's a little annoying to see your description and then get dot and not actually know what the rest of it is. And you're like, wait, what? Oh, okay. I kind of wish that it had a concise description there, but we'll see how it changes through time. I'm planning on doing some YouTube series through the games that I'm finding here, so if you guys like it, definitely show support. There really doesn't seem to be any negative other than a data cap right now to try it out for 14 days either. So like I said before at the upfront, this was sponsored, so I just want to kind of get that out of the way. I hope that's cool with you guys. And yeah, that's about all I have to say in this video. I just kind of wanted to raise awareness for it. So I will see you guys in another video. Later.